Good evening. Before I begin, I was asked about the picture of Gandhi, and I was told, why are you posting a picture of Gandhi? I admire Gandhi for his nonviolent movement, which Martin Luther King learned from. Whether he is a racist or not doesn't matter to me. I am not about personal. I am about business, facts, how you get things done. I am not an emotional person. I'm a creature of the intellect, and I respect Gandhi's intelligence. And that is why his picture is on the wall, along with Einstein, who, when asked his religion, stated that he is Mosaic, and he also believed in God. Others may ask, why do I have the Star of David? Why do I have the candelabra in my thumbnail? Well, in between the two, you will see Revelation 2:9. And I have them there because I am a Hebrew Israelite, and the Bible proves it. And if you have a problem with that, then I suggest you read Deuteronomy 28 in the Bible. Now, if you do not believe in the Bible, then of course, there is no reason for you to read it. If you are an atheist, then there is no reason for you to read it. Now, to get on with my question, are the words of Kyrie and Ye more damaging to humanity than what those in Israel are doing to the Palestinian people? Let me preface this by saying that those people in Israel that I'm talking about are Ashkenazi Jews and Sephardic Jews. They are not of the 12 tribes of Israel. That you will find in the Bible, and you will not see the Ashkenazi or the Sephardic Jews mentioned as one of the 12 tribes of Israel. I believe, and I've been told, that they are from the Ukraine. But do not quote me on this because I have not researched it. Now, let's get back to the question. Is, or shall I say, what Kyrie read and said, what Ye has said, is that worse than what is happening to the Palestinians? Let me rephrase the question. Is the murder and the taking of land from people more hurtful than words? For intelligent people, the question is rhetorical. For those who want to create false narratives, I expect a lot of answers that includes the word but and if. Normally, when you hear the word but and if, you know that they're trying to create a narrative to fit their desires. Is the question rhetorical? Well, let's look at Kyrie. He is the progeny of Native Americans and Hebrew Israelites. once called African Americans. His mother is Native American, and she and her people suffered genocide. The other half of his family, Hebrew Israelites, once known as African Americans, suffered 400 years of slavery. Jim Crow laws, the movie Birth of a Nation, bombing of Black Wall Street, and black cities buried under lakes, babies used for alligator bait, Jim Crow laws, Jews imported the first slaves, white Jews imported the first slaves here, systemic racism. Did I mention the movie Birth of a Nation, produced by white Jews and exported all over the world? First movie ever made. Imagine the impact this movie made on people all over the world. I don't remember any Jewish apologies for these movies. But yet, Kyrie is supposed to pay $500,000 to the ADL, and he's supposed to be suspended for 5 games. I ask you, should black people, Hebrew Israelites, be apologized to? Don't we deserve reparations? I hear the people on TV describing how Kyrie is a racist and Ye is a racist. Aren't they the victims of racism? Wouldn't you consider bombing a church and killing 4 girls the act of demons? I think the question's rhetorical, but then I am intelligent. I had an incident similar to Kyrie's. I posted a picture of this book on Facebook. The name of the book, White Trash, The 400-Year Untold History of Class in America, by Nancy Eisenberg, a white Jewish woman. I was kicked off of Facebook for that. I didn't write the book, but I was kicked off Facebook, I guess, for reading the book and for trying to make other people aware of false narratives. Now, am I a racist? I have a picture of Gandhi. I have a picture of Einstein. Am I a racist? Of course. The question is rhetorical. I must say, with all due respect, I am amazed at the audacity of ignorance and evil. Both are challenging if you are not well read. But when you learn to see with your mind and not your eyes, lies become comical. But let's go back to the question. If the Bible is true in accordance to Deuteronomy 28 and you believe in the Bible, then you know that Kyrie and Ye are Hebrew Israelites. You don't have to read 5, 6, 7, 8 different Bible verses, because Deuteronomy 28 tells you who the Hebrew Israelites are. There is no debate unless you are a if and but person. And the purpose of if and but is to create a false narrative, to ignore the truth, to confuse what is black and white. You see, this is the only tool of evil, confusion, deception. Spread a lie on thick, and some will stick. The last thing I want to call your attention to, I've noticed a lot of young black men on the street explaining to people that Hebrew Israelites are African Americans. The reason I bring them up is because of their knowledge of Bible verses and quotations on the top of their head. And when they speak, they offer proof and verification. They offer proof and verification from the Bible and from the Torah. But the people who differ from them, usually white Jews, they offer no facts. None. They can't bring up a verse in the Torah. They can't bring up a verse in the Bible. They offer nothing. All they do is ask questions and make silly insinuations that do not have any facts or proof to prove what they're saying is true. I find this amazing. Absolutely amazing that people can make statements and have nothing to back those statements up. This is usually the case when people watch false narratives on TV and don't think about them. As much as I can consider myself a wise man, I had to be 30 or 40 years old before I realized Columbus did not discover America. How did I let this obvious lie go, knowing that Native Americans had to be there because they didn't come during Thanksgiving? The reason why I didn't know, because I didn't pay any attention. I didn't care. It was irrelevant to me. But it affected me psychologically, and I wasn't aware. You see, truth is the food of the mind. And to reach spirituality, you must feed your mind the truth. And it is for this reason that you must listen to what I'm saying and think for yourself. Before you incriminate Kyrie Irving, look up the definition of anti-Semitic and see if this applies to any other people or ethnicity on the earth. If you say that this is applicable to Hebrew Israelites, the sons and daughters of Moses' brother James, then you will have to agree, based on the proof in the Bible and the Torah, that Hebrew Israelites are African Americans. Not only must you look at that, see, truth adds up. What color were the people in that time? Were they white or were they black? There was no suntan lotion back in those days. So if you can tell me you've heard of cases of skin cancer, then you may be able to sway me. Because I have not heard of any cases of skin cancer. And if you are out in the sun for an extended period of time, you're going to get dark. You will get dark. You will get dark. Do you disagree? I heard a white Jew say that because of race mixing, his skin became lighter. Well, if he is mixed race, is he Jewish? Or is he more of another ethnicity? I would have to say that he is more of another ethnicity if his skin has turned pale and if he is in fear of the sunlight. I'm going to leave you now because nothing, if you can't answer that question now, nothing I say to you will make a bit of difference. And I would just be wasting your time and my time as well. So with that, I would like to say, have a nice evening. And remember, food to the body is what truth is to the mind, to strengthen it and to ascend spiritually. To ascend spiritually. You see, there are levels to spirituality. And that is what religion is supposed to be teaching you. Have a wonderful day. And may God bless us all. And may God also bring upon us all the justice and the reckoning that we deserve.